Let me just make this point, John, because we're not campaigning anymore. The election's over.
I'm reminded of that every day.
So we can spend the remainder of the time with our respective talking points going back and forth. We were supposed to be talking about insurance. Obviously, I'm sure that Harry Reid and Chris Dodd and others who went through an exhaustive process through both the House and the Senate with the most hearings, the most debates on the floor, the longest markup in 22 years on each and every one of these bills would have a response for you. My concern is that if we do that, then we're essentially back on Fox News or MSNBC on the split screen just arguing back and forth. So my hope would be that we can just focus on the issues of how we actually get a bill done. And this would probably be a good time to turn it over to Secretary Sebelius. Who,
could I just say, Mr. President, the American people care about what we did and how we did it.
Well,
and I think we ought, and it's a subject that I think we should discuss, and I thank you.
They absolutely do care about it, John, and I think that the way you characterized it obviously would get some strong objections from the other side. We can have a debate about process, or we can have a debate about how we're actually going to help the American people at this point. And I think that's the latter debate's the one that they care about a little bit more. So, Kathleen, why don't you just address some of the issues related to insurance reform? There's some agreement here, but I know that on the Republican side there are a couple of concerns about the issue of rate review, the issue of setting up some benchmark standards that insurance companies have to abide by. Some people may think that those have been a little bit too aggressive. You've been both a governor as well as an insurance commissioner. Maybe you can talk a little bit about what you've seen at all those different levels and how you think we can best move forward to protect American families.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, and I know there are lots of people who want to comment